Tim Loy, my man, we are back. Another edition of Aries Ampd edition of the 0 Hour, man.
Yeah, man, we're back. We're excited to talk today to Charleston Pou. Going to be taking on Zack Hicks in our feature bout at Aries Ampd. It all goes down August the 13th, Nashville, Tennessee. Let's bring Charleston in here and get to chatting ahead of this big pro fight.
Absolutely.
Charleston, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Hey, we're doing good. We appreciate you joining us. I know we're just a couple weeks out at this point from August 13th, so I know you're in the biggest part of your camp right now. So we appreciate you taking some time out to chat about it. Charleston, of course, 5-1 as a professional featherweight, going up against Zack Hicks in Nashville, August the 13th. Let's dig into it a little bit, Charleston. You've got a win. You're coming off a win in your last fight over Daniel Gary. You got a guillotine choke in that one. And now commit at a really nice record of 5-1. Before we kind of get into talking about this particular fight, we'll give our viewers a little chance to get to know you a little bit. It'll be the first time you fought with us. Fought with our good friend Jared Williams a lot at Conflict, and he speaks very highly of you. So we're excited to have you, grace our cage. Tell our fans and listeners a little bit about your background, kind of, any sports that you were into, growing up, and what kind of got you into this whole MMA thing.
Yeah, so this happened about 11 years ago. I mean, I played high school, college ball, all the way up through college, and then I just figured out, man, school just wasn't for me. So I mean, I just had to figure it out real quick. But the biggest thing is I came back, and one of my old baseball coaches opened a little MMA gym out there in the country, man, where I'm from, in Sandy Run, South Carolina. So he opened a little gym, and then there was just a bunch of pro MMA fighters. So when I went in there and trained, I just kind of had to survive for like the first 3 or 4 years. It was just survival for the first 3. But after that, man, just kind of it was really good, man. Just we did what I do. I think I stayed another couple more years in Columbia, and then I moved to Charleston probably about 6 years ago, and I trained out of Black Label.
Black Label, okay, out of Charleston there. That's also, where Jared is. Jared actually flying in for this one, man. So, he's definitely excited to see you in action, as am I. I've always heard really good things about you. Let's talk about, this particular matchup. You got Zack Hicks. This is a fight that a lot of people are excited about, and we knew it would be a good fight. But I'm actually somewhat surprised at the amount of just that a lot of people that were just like, man, this is a fire fight. How do you see this matchup going? Your thoughts on Zack Hicks, some of the things that you need to watch out for, and just overall take on this fight.
So the overall take on this fight, man, I haven't watched a whole lot of video on him. I see he's got an impressive record. He comes from a good gym. He looks like he does a lot of things well that I do well. So I mean, I know it'll be a very, very good, just good matchup all the way through. I think I'm definitely ready for a firefight for sure, though.
Jeff, you're out there in Middle Tennessee, where Zack is. You've seen Zack come up through the years, and this is a fight that you and I have both been saying, just the stylistic matchup here is going to be really good. I would be shocked if we get any sort of early finish here. This, to me, looks like it could be 3 really hard-fought rounds of 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
He definitely looks like a tough guy for sure. So he's definitely probably hard to finish, but I follow a lot of top guys, so I think it's gonna be a good one, man.
Well, Charleston, hey, the first thing I have to get out of the way, because it is one of those just nagging things when I talk to people, the pronunciation of the last name, my man.
So the pronunciation of the last name is Pou. Like just
Pew.
like a church pew.
All right.
Like everybody butchers it. I get Pou, Po, Pow.
We're probably guilty of it a few times. We've probably said it different every time we talk about you.
Yeah,
probably hit it right at least once, probably.
Yes. Pew, like the church pew. Okay. Well, yeah, like Tim was saying, Charleston, man, we look up and down this professional side of the card, and you got a main event that could literally end in seconds either way. You got a co-main event that's got a lot of heat on it, but this is nestled right into that feature bout for a reason, because everybody that has looked at this fight has said, like, this is definitely got that sneaky fight of the night feel to it, where it's going to be just a chess match. I know you said you haven't watched a lot of film on them, but how does it make you feel? We do have an interview with Zack Hicks. Have you been able to watch that on our station?
What was that last little bit?
An interview. We've done an interview with Zack already. Have you been able to watch that interview?
Actually, no, I haven't. I think I seen it the other day. I really don't. I try not to get binded up all into he said, she said kind of thing. So I mean,
Well,
we'll shake hands at the weigh-ins, and then we'll get after the cage shit. Then we can have a beer afterwards. I'm
well,
not
I
just
think
here to
but what's interesting, Charleston, is if you do watch it, that is not the type of interview it was. It was the type of interview where when we approached Zack with this matchup, it was just an immediate resounding yes, yes, yes. I want it. I want it. I want it. And the reason being because he said, this is a high level fighter that will make me better if I come out of this with a win. Definitely no trash talk. It was more so giving you the respect and your record the respect that if I ever want to do anything, Charleston Pou is the type of guy that I've got to beat. Do you look at Zack's record, and though he has more losses on his record than you, he's lost against some really good talent. Do you also see Zack Hicks and his record as one that if you need to get to the next level, he's the tough kind of veteran fighter that you need to beat to get there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as far as like coming up through the bottom to the top, man, you gotta fight tough fights, and you forge through fire. And dude, I'm ready for a tough fight, man. I hope he brings it on that night. And I know if we lock horns, it'll be a good time.
So, looking at your record here, Charleston, just more like your activity, it seems like one kind of theme that I see is you fought twice a year, pretty much for the last 4 or 5 years, like 2 fights a year. Is that by design? Is it something where you're looking to pick up your pace and stay a little bit busier in your search to get to the big show, or have you had injuries? What's kind of held you back from getting past that 2 fights a year kind of mark?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple MMA fights. I think I got some 5-on-1s. So I got 6 professional, and then I got like 5 or 6 pro boxing too. But no, that wasn't really my cup of tea. So I rather grapple and do all kind of stuff. But yeah, man, it's really no injury prone. I mean, I'm just looking for like the right fights and the stuff right now. And then people just don't really want to pay, and so and that's another thing too. I pride myself because I sell. I mean, especially around here, I sell a ton of tickets. So I mean, you just know your worth, and people don't really like to come off the worth too much.
I hear you. That is one of those things that we're trying to up the bar on this show here. Up and down. It is solid pro card, I got to say, and we've done right by these guys and their person. So we're hoping that kind of taking this approach will spawn a outstanding card, and all the guys will really put it on the line for the fans, and that's what we're expecting, of course. So let's talk about some goals. What are some? We've already mentioned you want to make it to the top, but like you're 30 years old at this point. The time is now. I would think in the next 2 or 3 years, start to hit that athletic prime. What are some kind of short term / long term goals you've got here? Maybe say through the rest of 2022 for one, and then and then moving forward. Obviously, I'm assuming you're looking to make it to the UFC at the top level.
Yes, sir. I mean, so UFC, UFC, Bellator. I just want to get to the next level. That's the main goal. I mean, yes, it'd be great. It's gonna be great to fight in the UFC and all these things like that. But right now, I'm just on a journey, man. I've been doing this for 11 years, and I'm just enjoying the process. So I mean, I'm just taking fights as I can. And yeah, I mean, I'll be actually my birthday is August the 14th, so it'll be my birthday the day after. And it's my first time in Nashville, so I'm coming for it.
It's going to be a blast for your birthday, then, man. Nashville is it's a hot town right now. Really, there's a lot going on there, and I have no doubt that you'll enjoy it for sure. Of course, you can catch Charleston at Aries Ampd. That is August the 13th, Nashville, Tennessee. Tickets at tickets are at fighterticksforthenext.com. You're coming to see Charleston. Make sure you select him so we can get some extra commission credit, and then of course you watch the pay-per-view spectationsports.com. You can bet on it at action247.com. So we're excited to offer betting odds on these pro fights through Action 247.
So what's the line? Wait, what's the line?
We'll know next week. I'll have my odds making call next week. I'm going to put a prediction out there, though. I don't know because we don't set the lines, but I'm going to say that this is going to be awfully close to a pick-em with you being the slight favorite. I'm just going to predict this. Again, this is just, I don't know. I'm usually fairly close. I'm going to guess it's going to be Charleston minus 140, minus 150 with Hicks back at about plus 120. I think it's going to be a pretty close net. It won't be anything widely gapped, I don't think. It definitely one of those fights where you don't want to bet the trailer on either side, I think, because it's going to be very close, Charleston, man, I want to let you give some shout outs where they're due. Any friends, family, training partners, loved ones you want to give some love to, I'll let you have at it, man. And then let our fans know where they can follow your social media as well.
Yeah, so a big shout out to my coach Malky Freeman at Black Label, man. All my coaches there. I got some boxing coaches, Isaac, man. Even some, most of my training partners is just great people, man. It's helped me along the journey as long as I've been doing it, man. Big shout out to all my sponsors, man. I love you. I couldn't be doing this for sure if I didn't have this, but social media, C-Town 145 for Instagram, Charleston Pou for Facebook. Other than that, nah, man, we're good.
Appreciate the time, Charleston. We're really looking forward to seeing you at Aries Ampd. You're about 2 weeks away, my man. We'll see you in Nashville.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
See you, Charles.